Welcome back to Crafty Quilting Designs. Today I will share with you a story titled Threads of Love and Deceit. Join me as I explore a captivating tale of romance, betrayal, and the quest for redemption in the world of quilting. Sit back and enjoy. In the picturesque town of Maplewood, quilting wasn't just a hobby. It was a treasured tradition. Maplewood was known to have the best quilters with extremely high level of skills that paid attention to details, color, patterns, applique, and fabric placement. Teachings at Maplewood was the best. Expectations were very high, with any mention of one being a quilter from Maplewood. Every year, the Maplewood Quilters Guild hosted a festival, drawing enthusiasts from near and far. Visitors were filled with excitement and the thrill of showcasing one's quilts. Buying new quilting tools and the joy of meeting new and old quilting friends. And of course, the quilt competition, which is always full of anticipation and fun. Amongst the quilters were Amber and Jack, a couple known for their beautiful quilts and strong bond. They had met at a quilting workshop and quickly fell in love, sharing a passion for all things needle and thread. They were very known to the town as they often entered quilting competitions. This year, a new quilter named Olivia arrived, turning heads with her stunning creations and mysterious aura. Olivia was very beautiful and spoke quite elegantly. Jack certainly noticed her. He even took a second look without Amber noticing. Olivia was new to Maplewood and didn't know much about the town. She learned about the competition at the local library and decided to ask for more information. To enter the competition, each applicant is required to submit a small quilt to show their level of work and be able to qualify for that entry, in which they were applying for. Olivia handed over her quilt. Amber and Jack noticed the beauty in the small quilt sample she submitted. Amber and Jack were intrigued by her talent and charm. Amber approached Olivia and complimented her on her sample. They chatted for quite some time and certainly seemed to get along. Amber quickly called over to Jack to introduce him to Olivia. Jack was busy looking around the hall while patiently waiting for Amber to complete her conversation. Olivia and Amber quickly became friends, bonding over their love of quilting. They spent hours together sharing techniques and stories. However, unknown to Amber, one day, Jack bumped into Olivia in a bookstore while conducting research. They exchanged familiar greetings, and then the conversation strayed to quilting and personal triumphs within the craft. They chatted for over an hour, laughing and getting to know one another. Olivia decided to ask Jack for his contact information. He hesitated slightly. Olivia noticed and said, "Not to worry, it's just in case I have questions about the competition," she said. The next 2 days, Amber and Olivia met up for coffee and a chat. The ladies had fun and promised to catch up again. Later that evening, Olivia texted Jack, "Hey, how are you? How was the planning for the quilt competition?" she asked. Jack responded, "All is well." They continued texting late into the evening until Amber got home from work. Jack and Olivia began meeting in secret. Their friendship grew closer, and Jack found himself torn between his love for Amber and his growing feelings for Olivia. Jack and Olivia started meeting for coffee and lunch on some days. It quickly escalated to dinner whenever Amber had a late meeting for work. Jack and Olivia started a love affair. They kept it very quiet and continued to send secret texts to each other. One fateful day, while doing the laundry, Amber stumbled upon a note from Olivia to Jack, revealing their secret meetings and love affair. Her heart broke as she realized the betrayal. Confronted with the evidence, Jack confessed to Amber. The confrontation was emotional with anger, tears, and regret. Jack begged for forgiveness. Determined to move forward, Amber shifted her focus on her quilting and the competition. She decided to submit a new application as an individual. She poured her emotions into her work, creating a masterpiece that told her story of love and betrayal. Amber named her quilt Threads of Love and Deceit. As the deadline loomed, Amber spent countless nights perfecting her quilt, paying a homage to her grandmother's legacy, featuring intricate applique and hand-stitched borders. Olivia, on the other hand, created a vibrant masterpiece that depicted her family's journey through generations, using modern techniques and daring color choices. One evening while working late at the guild hall, Olivia accidentally discovered Amber's quilt partially covered on her workstation. Mesmerized by its beauty, she felt a pang of envy. The day before the judging, Olivia's envy turned into a plan. She devised a scheme to sabotage Amber's quilt, just enough to ensure it wouldn't win, but not enough to be obvious. Late that night, she sneaked into the guild hall, her heart pounding with fear and anxiety. With conscious thoughts, she said to herself, "This is not right. How could you do this to her?" "But I want to win," she said to herself. She found Amber's quilt and, with trembling hands, snipped a few crucial threads. It wasn't much, but it would be enough to weaken the structure. The next morning, Olivia was wrecked with guilt, but tried to push the feeling aside. The judges arrived, and the hall buzzed with anticipation and excitement. Amber, unaware of the sabotage, was excited to present her work. When the judges reached her quilt, a gasp rippled through the crowd. The judges were extremely pleased with her work. "Its beauty outshines all the other applicants," one judge said to the others. Olivia's face dropped with confusion. Jack walked up to her and whispered, "I know what you did. I spent all night repairing it. How could you do this?" Olivia reached out to touch him to apologize, but Jack backed away. "It's over, Olivia. It's over." With that, he turned and walked away. At the festival's grand reveal, Amber presented her quilt. It was a beautiful testament to her journey, earning admiration from everyone, including Jack and Olivia, who just stared at each other, hanging their heads in shame. Amber's quilt not only showcased her talent, but also marked a new beginning. Olivia's heart ached with regret. Her face was saddened. Amber was declared the winner, but the victory felt hollow. She missed Jack being next to her. As she accepted the Golden Needle trophy, her eyes met with Jack's. His lips moved and said, "I am so proud of you." Amber smiled and whispered back, "Thank you." As she accepted her prize, she looked around at all the other quilters, their faces glowing with pride and accomplishment. The weekend had been more than just a challenge. It had been an adventure, filled with excitement and anticipation and the joy of discovery. With the support of her community and family, she found the strength to move on and embrace future with hope and one day, hopefully, find a new love. Well, this brings us to the end of our quilting story. I do hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe for more. And do remember that true strength lies in the resilience and the ability to forge new paths, even after disappointment. Happy quilting, guys. See you in the next